Hey fuckers, I know it's kind of late. I'm filming this at about 7 o'clock at night, which is the latest I've ever filmed and the latest I'm ever gonna want to film. I just didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I was trying to be a little bit productive before I got this done. And then I had a phone interview that I think went okay. A little apprehensive about the job, but seems like something I'd be good at doing, something I might even enjoy, and paycheck's supposed to be good. So, there's that. I have my ring light on a different setting, so you can really see how tired I am. I'm gonna fight through this, guys, because this is good for me, and I want to keep this in my routine, so. On goes the headband! See, I already feel better. Look how cute I am, even though I'm a mess. I might take a long hot shower tonight. What do you guys think? Okay. So, primer time. I'm gonna try and go easy today, because I still forgot to bring a washcloth in here. I think that might still be a little bit too much. But I think this won't be near the disaster that yesterday was. So what are we going to talk about today, guys? I still put on way too much. It's okay. And you got Lafayette in the background. I actually think at this point Lafayette is bigger than Quinn. And Quinn is almost 4 years old. And Lafayette is possibly 6 months old. I don't know. My sister found him at a gas station. And he was a baby when we found him. Like, he was a baby. He was a gangly little kitten. He's gonna be so huge. Pretty sure by February this cat's gonna be able to beat me up. He kind of already can. Yes. It's not gonna take much. While that sets in. It's story time. This is not the most pleasant of stories. So, April of 2019, I got engaged. I was actually the one that proposed. Because we made a plan that both of us was going to propose so that we could both have that moment. But it was not a good relationship, and it hadn't been for a while. But I was trying to commit, because I have commitment issues. But apparently I was trying immersion therapy. I'm going to try some lip balm now. Today I'm doing my Maybelline Baby Lips. And about 3 weeks after we got engaged, I was losing my shit. He was gaming a lot, and I have a really big aversion to video games. I already did, and I have an even worse one now. He was gaming more hours than he was working. He wasn't helping around the house. He wasn't managing his money. And I was getting so frustrated, and he was trying to push games onto me, and somehow managing to make me feel inadequate because I didn't like something that he liked. Sorry, I'm gonna make myself a little bit more center. Okay. So I spun the wheel, and it told me to use my singles. I'm gonna go with Milani. I only have 2 shades in my Milani singles, and of course, these are absolutely discontinued. This one's Bella Purple, and this one's Bella Emerald. Yeah, this is me right here, purple and green. But they're still in good shape, so I'm gonna use them. Oof, yeah, totally need to take a long hot shower. Got some dry skin happening, I need to scrub and moisturize, exfoliate and moisturize. But before I do those eyeshadows, I have the Flower Beauty Pop Fanatic eyeshadow, or eye pigment, in Fizz. And the thing is, I hate this. Creases like a motherfucker. I don't like it as an eyeshadow, so we're going to use it as a base. So I don't really like the idea of just using 2 eyeshadows, which didn't used to be me, but it is now. I have somebody, actually I am going to put a primer underneath this, just in case. We're going in with our Ulta Beauty Tinted Primer and Champagne. But he was trying to get me into gaming. He gave me one of the anniversary presents a little bit early, and it was a deck building game. It was Harry Potter themed. I didn't like deck building games. I told him this when he got a deck building game for his birthday a couple of months prior. It's just not my thing, you know. I'm a Toon Blast girl. The only reason I got into Toon Blast was Ryan Reynolds was in the commercial, and I'm a basic bitch. I'm trying to look for the cap for this. So, and basically he took something that he liked, put something that I liked over it, which was Harry Potter themed. Big Harry Potter fan at the time. It's kind of losing its luster. Thanks, J.K. Rowling. And I was just really upset because I felt like it wasn't a gift for me. Or it was a gift so that he would like me better. And it was kind of upsetting to me. Sorry, guys. I just ate. That was probably disgusting, but look at me. See, this has this nice creamy texture in the pan. It's more, oh god, and it looks so pigmented until you put it on, and then it creases immediately because it's very greasy. You see that? You see how weirdly that applies? It's just so, yeah. Sorry, Drew Barrymore, I love you, but this was a miss. So I'm venting to a bunch of people. I'm one of those people that I have to vent my problems to about 6 people before I start feeling better. And fortunately / unfortunately, one of the people that I was venting to was my sister. And of course, he had gone to my sister to get approval for the engagement ring that he bought me. And she told him the one that he picked out wasn't a good idea. And obviously he didn't listen. Because she sent me the link of the ring he picked out. Now, I'm not a materialistic person. Sorry, I'm getting my wipes. Okay? Hopefully you picked up on that by the fact that I only use drugstore products. But the ring was $10. I had a specific design in mind. I wanted an amethyst claddagh. And basically, he picked the cheapest design on the first page of Amazon when you typed in amethyst claddagh on the search bar. And not only that, the stone that they showed on the page when you picked amethyst was very, very pink. And I hate pink. I like this kind of deep purple that you see right here for the color of my hair. I didn't have this hair color at the time. And it just... that was the last straw for me. It made me feel worthless. that I was only worth $10 to him. Alright. Here's the eyeshadow. It looks super messed up because it broke. And I did the alcohol trick and fixed it. I really love this eyeshadow. It's one of the reasons I don't use it very often, because I love it so much. It's discontinued. I don't want to ever run out of it. And I know it's probably going to like go bad before I run out of it. And I'm still not going to be able to use it. And so I'd start crying. I was working nights at the time and he was working days, so obviously I got home like an hour after he left for work. And I've just been, haven't gotten any sleep. I've just been super upset about this whole situation all day. He gets home and I'm crying, and I admit, you know, the classic confrontation. I can't do this anymore. And he throws this ring box at me. Not even like, you know, one of those classy velvet ring boxes, but like the company ring box, you know. And this place was like obviously trying to be a little Tiffany's, because it was like this light blue box with silver writing on it. And I look at it, and the stone is so light that I almost thought it was a diamond at first, which is something I absolutely didn't want, because diamonds are intrinsically valueless. If they were so rare, every girl wouldn't have them in her damn engagement ring. And I didn't want a ring that every girl had. You know, I wanted a ring that only like 600 girls had. But I'm not trying to be materialistic, but it just, you know, not only was the ring so cheap, it was just wrong. And there were key elements missing from the design. It had this little tiny diamond on top of it. And just, it wasn't an atrocious ring. If this were a basic gift, I wouldn't hate it. But this was supposed to be my engagement ring, and frankly, it was wrong. And so, in a number of ways, it solidified that he didn't listen to me. I wasn't being heard in this relationship. You know, he wouldn't get me the right ring. And I didn't want anything expensive. I wanted something specific. I even had a cap. I didn't want him spending more than $500 on my engagement ring, because I'm an idiot and I lose shit. And so we get into this huge fight, and we break up, and it was not a nice breakup. And apparently, at some point during that initial fight, he got super angry and threw the ring into the toilet and flushed it. And that was about 16 months ago. That was May of 2019. So, obviously the bathroom has been cleaned several times since then. But last night, I dropped something behind the toilet, and I go to pick it up. And I see a ring on the floor. I have jewelry. I misplace shit all the time. Because, you know, when you get home from an event, you go into the bathroom, you start taking off all your accessories and undressing because you're tired and you're already sitting down. My green one's a little broken, but it's barely used. I've only swatched it a couple of times because I lost it for the longest time. Turns out my ex misplaced it. No, I'm just kidding. And I see this ring, and I just pick it up, not thinking anything of it. Guess what it was? That fucking engagement ring. That's the ring, guys. See? Objectively, not an atrocious ring. But it's a little dainty. It's got that little rhinestone. The crown's really not substantial enough. So it's just taken over by that rhinestone. And I really feel like the stone could be bigger and deeper. $10. Now, to dispute the fact that I sound so damn materialistic, even though I'm not, I promise I have witnesses. There was actually a more appropriate ring 3 options up on that Amazon page that was like $37. Yeah. So, like, and he sat there and tried to convince me, and the reason I bring that up, he sat there and tried to convince me that he had searched through all 57 pages of that Amazon search, and that was the best option he found. Really? The best option you found happened to be the cheapest ring on the first page. Boy, do I look stupid to you? Well, I do now, but... And it's like, hey Chloe, why are you wearing the fucking engagement ring? So of course, I had a friend, one of my friends was like, flush it, bitch! You know, finish the job. I was like, yep. That's a good plan, but I kind of don't want to fuck up the plumbing. Even though it's a ring, I feel like it's going to fuck up the plumbing, you know? We have a septic tank that's real finicky. And then, you know, my sister was like, burn it! I didn't really think that was going to be effective. By the way, it is real silver. I thought that, like, the veneer had worn off when I first picked it up. You know, it was that cheap. And then I ran my fingers across it a couple of times, and it shined up, and I looked and saw that there's a stamp on the inside. It is real silver. I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. There we go. Oof. I like that a little bit. I wish that, there we go. Kind of blended that harsh line out. This might be a bit of a long video, but I wanted to talk about this. It's one of those things, objectively I like the ring. And I can't seem to part with it. And it's not that I actually have emotions attached to it, because I'll tell you, this ring, if you've ever noticed me wearing it, it's literally a wire and a bead. And that's why I love it, because it's so simple, but it's got this elegance to it. And I actually got that ring while I was with him. It was at the 6-month mark of our relationship, which was a big deal for me. And I got a purple one, he got a red one. He eventually broke his while he was working. And I sent it off to be repaired, and I never heard back from the guy. And it was one of those things, when we split, I was like, do I need to get rid of this? I was like, you know what? Objectively, it's a good ring. Oh, I'm using my NYX Duochrome highlight as my brow highlight for this look, because I want to. I was like, objectively, it's a cute ring. This is something that I would wear, even if, you know, this is something I would have picked out for myself if I was just out shopping and I saw this. Like, if I walked into that shop alone, I probably would have gotten this. So, I still wear it. And, you know what? Maybe it's not perfect, and it's definitely not an engagement ring, but it's a cute ring. And if this were in a store, and it was at a price range I could afford, which clearly it was, I would buy this for myself. So now I'm wearing it. See, because I'm white, and white people are really good at disregarding the histories behind things. So I think if we can do that with statues and with holidays, which we shouldn't, guys, we should not, but I think it's pretty harmless if I do it with some jewelry. Cool? Cool. So now you guys know way too much about me. But you know, I cried the other day about my grandmother, and so that happened. This look became way more intense than I thought it would, but I'm not mad at it. Alright. Guess it's time for some concealer. So, got our Katy Kat matte. by CoverGirl in Coral Cat. Wow. I found it. It's in my lip balm bag. I was not organized. I might switch to that orange lipstick though as my under eye concealer, or my under eye prep, because I do rather like this as a lipstick, and I feel like that orange really did a good job. I'm gonna wash this off in a few hours. I might go ahead and wash my brushes tonight. What do you guys think? I'm just worried that they won't dry by morning. Where's this lipstick? Oh. La 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 la. And here it is, everybody's favorite HD Studio Photogenic Concealer by NYX. It's upside down. Maybe this will be its last day. What do you guys think? I just put way too much on, and that was actually an accident. But, you know, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get these red bits by my nose. Tap my chin a little bit. And blending time. I think today we're gonna blend with a brush. So I got my Real Techniques complexion brush. That's what this is. That's what the word for it. Oof. Shiny stuff went everywhere. Apparently I've got a zit over there. I should probably invest in some of those pimple dots. My sister has some. I'll steal some from her. I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't steal anything from my sister. She spoils me. What is this? No, that's an actual direction. So I saw something in the corner of the frame over here. Freaked me out. It was Lafayette. Whew, I let this one set a little bit too long down here, but we'll be able to blend that out with our BB cream. Gonna tap on a little bit more concealer in the under eye. I know them circles is heavy today. Still happening, guys. There is still product. I just swiped it on my hand. That's still pretty opaque. Still blends out pretty good. See? Can you? I don't know. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna blend it out with my fingers just a little bit, and then we'll hit it with brush. Oof. My nose, you guys. I feel like I got some sun. My face just seems really red today. You know? Right. I think we're as good as we're gonna get. So. Yeah, this one's gonna be a long one. I'm sorry, guys. I felt like you guys needed to hear that story. e.l.f. BB Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 20. In fair. The other thing was this past spring, I finally, after a series of incidences, including a life-altering car accident, finally decided to deep clean my apartment. And get rid of every trace of my ex that was unwanted. I say unwanted, there were things that I kept. Gifts, like I have some Harley Quinn car seat covers that are on my car right now. Even though I've had 2 cars. This is my second car since we split. There's this collectible Deadpool Nerf gun that he got me. Can't remember if it was for my birthday or one of our anniversaries or Christmas. But that shit's fucking cool and I'm keeping that. It's also a Deadpool card game. It's kind of reminiscent of Cards Against Humanity. Except you have to be a little bit more creative. You have to write in your answers. But that's cool. Get that. There's some Halloween earrings. Just things that if I had the money I would have bought for myself. And or had someone else given them to me, I'd still be happy to have them. And that's why I just decided to keep those things. Let's blend a little more. Okay. I think that's as much as we're doing. Time to go in with our Smooth Minerals, Bare Minerals Avon knockoff. The nude chair. I don't even know what that means. Are chairs nude? Let me blend over my lip a little bit. Look like I've been eating chocolate donuts. I haven't. Actually, it's salad today. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm weird. But I wanted a little bit of protein. And I had a thing. And so I actually put broken up fish sticks in my salad today. I don't eat fish sticks very often, but in a weird way it worked. Because I got my protein, and then because of course they're breaded fish sticks, they kind of had this crouton-y quality to them, it worked. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so orange. Why is this happening? Do I need to throw this out? Is this a problem? Do I need to switch setting powders? I'm probably going to use a different setting powder tomorrow and see if I come out less orange. Alright, eyeliner and mascara. I didn't pick out an eyeliner, so let me do that real quick. Grab bag! Alright. Today we're doing the JCat Rolled Up Auto Eyeliner in Hunter Green. I think I've used this before on this channel, but this was another one of those products. I talked about this when I talked about my Burt's Bees experience yesterday. This was one of those products that I bought and didn't quite like, but because of the pandemic I didn't get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? because a lot of places were not accepting returns, understandably, because they couldn't safely dispose of them without risking exposure, as far as we knew. Maybe this wasn't the one I didn't like, because it's applying pretty well, all things considered. Maybe it was another one. So I'm liking this. Let's watch that. Cleaning myself off. Now CoverGirl Professional Natural Lash and Clear. Let's see if we can avoid poking myself in the eye with the spoolie. We're gonna do it. Okay, I like this look because it seems so dramatic, but thanks to the way the eyeliner works, you also really see my lashes. My mom makes fun of the fact that I use clear mascara, because if I use colored mascara, my eyelashes are so long, I get mascara on my brow bone every time. Hey, no eye poking with a spoolie. Alright. Blush time. We're going with our Transforming Touch Powder to Cream blush by Flower Beauty in the color Coral. Such a fantastic name. I have so much of this, I'm going to be using it until the end of time. Highlight. I'm going to go ahead and go with Away We Glow NYX in the shade Crystal Glare. Nice. Liquid highlight. This highlight is actually very subtle for what it is. Let me dig out my stipple brush to blend that in. Stipple brush by Moda. I think I'm going to go ahead and dig out a lip liner. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Lip Liner in Fiery. Got a bit of a pink shade to it. I think a shade called Fiery would be more red. But, okay. It's actually a really cute shot. And you guys are gonna see something amazing. I initially pulled out this lipstick. It's an e.l.f. lipstick. I love e.l.f. Unfortunately, this is their packaging from like 10 years ago. And it's broken. And when I try to work it, I get lipstick all over my hands. Because this is like a $3 lipstick, I don't want to work with it. And it's going in the trash. Decluttering. Laura, be proud of me. Yeah. Nobody wants to work with that. Alright. So, the next lipstick I pulled out was actually a very similar shade. This is the companion lipstick to the Ursula palette I used in one of my first videos, I think. It kind of mushed in the top, but there's not a whole lot of lipstick in the top, so, you know, we haven't done too badly. I actually see more lipstick when I point it at the camera than if I look into it like this because of how bright my ring light is. Alright. It's actually used to be really creamy. It's got a bit of a drier formula now. It's not a bad thing. Probably give it a little bit of staying power. Which we need, so we're going to go directions. I am very carefully going to apply a gloss. This is old as shit. This is the NYC Kiss Gloss. NYC is not cruelty free, don't buy from them. But I've had it forever, they already have my money, I'm going to use it. Yeah. So the last couple of days, we've talked about my grandmother. We've talked about disability. And now we've talked about the fiance I had for a whole 3 weeks. So, we've gotten deep the last few days, guys. And if you're still watching, thank you. I really don't have a plan for this channel. I'm just doing my makeup and talking. Like, kind of like Bailey Sarian, except like she actually says things that make sense. She's telling stories, I'm just rambling. I kind of like this look. This is like definitely a party look. Anybody got a party they want to invite me to? Alright. I'll leave you guys alone. Thanks for playing along. Watch Hamilton. Black Lives Matter. Wear a mask.